Hello and welcome to another episode of Chat GPT. I'm your host, Adam Finney, and today I wanted to talk about potential investors, potential new investors in OpenAI. So, OpenAI, who's the company that owns Chat GPT, if you weren't aware, pretty soon they're going to be having another fundraising event for the company. And there's huge news coming out about the fact that Apple and Nvidia, who are huge tech companies, the biggest in the world really, are potentially going to be investing this next fundraising opportunity. So that could be huge, and I'll get more into that in a second. But first, I just wanted to talk about how big ChatGPT is getting right now. They just hit 200 million weekly users, which is a huge number. Weekly is also crazy, because that means people are using this very, very, very often, and so many people are using it very often. And we're not sure, this number is huge, but we're not 100% sure if it's Chat GPT specifically or OpenAI's other services that they provide. But it seems like most of it most likely is Chat GPT use. So this 200 million number is actually double the number from 10 months ago. So not only are they huge, but they're growing rapidly. And this is probably another reason why Apple and Nvidia are really now looking to potentially invest in them. It's another stat that I wanted to mention, just to throw out how huge and how widely used ChatGPT is being, or how much it's being used widely, is 92% of Fortune 500 companies are using OpenAI's products, which is, again, a massive percentage. It's like 92. Are you kidding me? That's almost all of them, really, are using it in their day-to-day workflow. So it's clearly something that companies are benefiting from, and it is only continuing to grow. And another thing that I just wanted to point out again of how fast it's growing is third-party analysts have found that it is the fastest tech product to reach 100 million users in history. So that is, again, another milestone. It's doing things that technology has never done before at a rate that it's never been seen done before. So I just think that's extremely impressive, and I use it personally, so I can totally understand how it could really speed up whatever you might be working on. And on this, I want to share a quote from Adam Goldberg, who, if you don't know, is OpenAI's GTM team lead of financial services and insurance. And about the recent milestone of reaching 200 million weekly users, he said, "It's officially been a year since we launched ChatGPT Enterprise, so we're taking a moment to highlight how some of our amazing customers think about AI strategy." Which I'm glad that he's highlighting this, because it is interesting to see how other companies might be using it in a different way than you might be. So he said, "A customer that stands out to me personally is PwC, as they've provided every employee in their US and UK offices with access to their own AI assistant. Toby, the AI leader for their UK deals business, shares that they're seeing people start with micro tasks like company research, content drafting, and document summarization. As they continue using ChatGPT Enterprise for tasks like these, they begin integrating AI into more complex workflows and larger projects over time." So this kind of resonates with me personally, because that's something that I've noticed myself doing. I started off giving it pretty simple tasks, right? Like, just like, can you summarize this article for me, or can you tell me some good like bullet points about this other article, things like that, like just summarizing. But as you use it more, you can ask it, you kind of realize what it can do. You kind of realize the power of it. You ask it more complex things, like, if I were to do, like, you can ask it for like a script. It's like, if this were to be in a musical, like, how would I sing about this article? If you really wanted to do that, you could do whatever you wanted. So you kind of realize how much it can really be used, and it's way smarter than you might think at first, and it's constantly learning. So that may be scary to you, but I think it's interesting. I really do think that this quote is really interesting, though, because it really shows that how much of corporate America and even the whole world is using AI for their workflow. It's clearly expanding into almost every professional environment. People are using it more and more every day, and for more and more things in their day. Again, just speeding up the workflow. Um, all this to say, Apple and Nvidia plan to contribute on the next fundraising event for OpenAI, which is, OpenAI currently is valued at $100 billion. So we know about these potential investments. Bloomberg is the one that broke the news about the potential NVIDIA involvement, and Wall Street Journal is the one that broke the news about Apple's potential involvement. And Microsoft, who currently owns 49% of OpenAI, is thought to participate in the next fundraising event as well. So again, the biggest tech companies in the world are all ready and willing to put money towards this towards OpenAI's Chat GPT, which is really cool. This is really great for OpenAI as well, the actual company, obviously, because they're currently making 34 billion annually, it's projected, but they're on track to lose $5 billion by the end of the year just because of all the new projects they're working on and like staff expansion and things like that. So as much as they're growing their user base and their fundraising, they're also growing the costs of projects and things like that. So it's kind of staying even as it goes up. So it is very, if Apple and Nvidia decide to invest in this, it's definitely good for them because they kind of need the money right now. As successful as they are, they do need the money. So it's interesting because they already have ties with Apple. So Apple is trying to integrate ChatGPT into new Apple Intelligence, which is Apple's version of AI. Stands for Apple Intelligence AI. Very clever, Apple. But so yeah, that isn't confirmed yet. It's hoped to be in the fall that comes out. But right now they are integrating ChatGPT into their software. So that's interesting as well. So they already have some connections. OpenAI also has ties to NVIDIA because almost all of ChatGPT's it already trains ChatGPT on NVIDIA GPUs. So it uses NVIDIA's products for their products. So again, they're all closely tied together. So it's not like they're all unfamiliar with what they do. They're in close. They talk. So ChatGPT continues to grow. As I said, 200 million weekly users is an insane number. The future looks bright for OpenAI. Same with Apple as it's integrating AI into hopefully an update in the fall here, and NVIDIA as well as they continue to provide ChatGPT with the computers and GPUs that they need to run their company. So hopefully they can all work together, work something out. A lot of investment potential there. It could be really exciting, and it could really help ChatGPT expand even further into other devices such as iOS, things like that. It could really just start to take over. So in a good way. So yeah, that's everything I have. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day.